just baffled at the Packers' game plan. It felt like they thought, you know what? These guys are a pushover. We can take them lightly. This is the NFL.
They thought it was 2016.
This is the NFL. Brian Daboll is a hell of a coach. You can't take them lightly. This is not a joke. Y'all need to get it together. Stop acting like you won something. They haven't won jack. Y'all haven't won. The only thing y'all have won is NFC championship, just participation trophies.
Play the song with your heart. Play the song with your heart.
And one time.
What is good, YouTube? This is your boy Aaron.
Brian.
And this is the Courtside View Podcast, and this is episode 29. Last week I was wrong. I said 29. That was 28. But this week is 29, and man, oh my God. We're coming here a little late, but we get to react to more stuff than usual, and we have the Thursday night game, which was just another just trash outing by two of the worst teams in the league. Draymond Green situation, that was insane. Daniel Snyder, like the owner of the Commanders. If you were surprised by that whole situation, then I don't know what to tell you, because frankly, it wasn't the best kept secret. People pretty much know. But anywho, we're also going to give our predictions for week 6, I believe, and go over week 5 and the Lakers with Russell Westbrook. He's going to come off the bench this the last final game for the preseason, so I thought that was interesting. And yeah, so let's get to the game last night. And the game last night, there's a lot of things to unpack.
Roger Goodell ran off on Jeff Bezos, selling them that sorry Thursday night product.
I'm gonna let you go, because there's a lot for me to just say.
One, I have to say this. That was some terrible football being played. Both of them teams are absolute dirt. And I hope not a single Commanders fan feels good about that win yesterday, because that was disgusting. 19 total points scored in an NFL game on primetime. That is unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
Man, let me tell you something.
We need a free month of Prime for watching that foolishness.
Let me tell you something, man. This was, it's the Bears, Justin Fields. So I was like, okay, you know what, Justin Fields, he has opportunities, primetime game, people are watching and everything. I've been defending him and stuff. But two things can be true. The roster is not good. The coaching, the offensive, just game plan is not good as well. But then also the quarterback, his play needs to be better as well, because there was moments in the game where I was like, okay, Justin, you're holding the ball way too long. Like, you have an open lane, you can scramble over there. And then there's other times where I'm just like, Justin, please slide. I said this last week, slide, Justin, slide, because he keeps taking these hits, and it's giving me just deja vu of Robert Griffin, RG3, and just that whole situation when he was just running so wildly. Like, he's out of control with it. Like, dude does not understand, just like with Robert Griffin, that it's okay to live another down. It's okay to, slide. It's okay to go out of bounds instead of taking those extra yards. And for Justin, that's the next thing that he needs to just realize, because it got ugly. I was looking at him. I was like, damn, it's taking him 5 seconds to get up. People thought he was concussed. It was bad. It was ugly out there. So Justin Fields, just be more aware of just your surroundings when you're running, because you're hurting yourself. You're not going to survive like that. So, but yeah, just the Bears game plan. When is the league going to realize that Packers coaches and Patriots coaches are not good? They're fool's gold. Because Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady do so much for the team that people believe that, these coaches, they must have had some input in it. No, they did not. No, maybe in the beginning with Tom Brady, with his development, because as we see with Justin Fields, coaching matters. Just look at the Eagles with Jalen Hurts. Like, I was watching the post game, and Ryan Fitzpatrick and Richard Sherman. I actually like the post game. They made some great points, and there was some controversy with Ryan Fitzpatrick and him saying that, listen, Justin, you have to look in the mirror and realize you're not Peyton Manning, you're not Tom Brady, you're not Aaron Rodgers, you're not I would not say that he's there in terms of being a pocket passer, like being a prototypical pocket passer. Because when I looked at, like, a lot of his passes getting swatted down, batted down and stuff, that play in the end zone where
hit it off his helmet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That one, yeah, for sure. He is not ready to be that prototypical pocket passer. And they need to implement RPOs. They need to implement read option, bootlegs. What are they doing? They don't know what he is. Like, you know who Justin Fields is? Jalen Hurts. When he first came out, that's who he is. And Jalen Hurts, you were not sold on him originally because you thought, oh, he's not a really good thrower of the football and stuff. That's who he is. That's what they need to do. They need to go sort of that Eagles style of offense. How do you feel about that? Just the Bears should sort of implement some of the things that the Eagles are using for Jalen Hurts.
Well, yes, I do agree that, but you got to have the personnel for it.
I understand that.
The Bears' number one wide receiver, Darnell
Mooney. Let's talk about it.
The ball hit him right in his hand. Whether you want to debate if it was a good pass or not, me personally, I think Fields should have led the ball towards more of the pylon instead of throwing like a jump ball, which is kind of weird because it was one of them. Yeah. So I was like, why did he kind of throw a jump ball when the throw usually is towards the pylon, so you just reach over after the catch? But you have to catch the ball. It literally hit him right in his hands. He fumbled it, then caught it on the way down. And then the other receiver, the play before that, the receiver dropped the ball and it hit him in his hands.
They said it was PT. People saying it was PTI, pass interference.
It was. It
was. But at the same time, come on now.
You still got to make the play.
Allen Robinson, I think, would make that play. And we already know he's a good dude. But still, you can't make this up. Like, the receivers are not good. Like, it's the worst receiver.
This is the second week in a row where he drives them down the field, yet his receiver sold them.
It's sad. And then, like, even the play, I was watching Keyshawn Johnson. He said he was at the game, and the play with Cole Kmet in the end zone, whatever, where Justin Fields like mistargets him. He said that Cole Kmet, you know how like Skip Bayless, he'll say like he has I think it was Shannon Sharp who talks about Zeke, and he says he has he's running like he has a piano on his back. Mm-hmm. Well, Keyshawn pretty much essentially saying the same thing with Cole Kmet, and that he's not like, bro, like, why are you jogging? Like, you need to be like, boom. You know, like,
was that Cole Kmet or was that someone else?
I thought that was Cole Kmet.
I think that was someone else.
If it was somebody else, then at the same time, that's what Keyshawn said.
I was like, what is he looking back? Like, the ball is supposed to be put on a spot. He should know where the spot is.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, when you look at Travis Kelce, you know, boom, right in the basket, right in the hand. So that's what he was talking about. And, you know, you can debate if it was Justin, if it was the receiver, but ultimately they weren't able to connect. And it's just bad. Like, how did you not – no running plays? Just throw.
I know that was how many times do we have to tell these teams? The Seahawks taught y'all nothing?
Run the ball. Run the ball. Like, this is the second week in a row that they just pass. Run the ball.
You have a QB that runs like a 4-3.
Bro.
Run, read option, RP. Do something.
Dude, oh my God. Like, first of all,
bootleg, something. Why is the play calling so doo-doo?
Because the offense coordinator, he was with the Packers. He wants them to be Aaron Rodgers. He's not Aaron Rodgers. He's not a pocket passer. Honestly, Ohio State got y'all fooled. Like, he threw from the pocket in Ohio State. But at the same time, he had receivers, man. He had Chris Olave. I don't know if Garrett Wilson was playing at the time. I think he might have been injured. He might have been playing. He had Garrett Wilson. Like, he had guys on there. let's not act like Justin Fields is a traditional pocket pass. Like, he's not there yet. I'm not saying you can't throw in the pocket, but in terms of just the entire game, asking him to throw from the pocket, like, that's not who he is. He's not there yet. Look at Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts in college, he could throw from the pocket at times, but do we look at Jalen Hurts as, oh yeah, he can, the entire game, he can just beat you from the pocket? No. They have design runs from RPOs, read option plays. That's screens. You need to implement. You have two really good running backs. Utilize them in the red zone. You have David Montgomery, who was running the ball effectively, and you have Khalil Herbert, who broke up that, who had that big run.
Yeah.
What are you doing? It's baffling me. Stop hiring Packers coaching staff. It's not going to work. That's all I have to say.
I got one more thing to say to the people who think they know about QB play on Twitter. Please. That last play of the game where they was like, oh, Ty Montgomery was open in the flat. You do not know how to evaluate QB play, and you should stop talking about football immediately. This is not Madden. You can't just be like, oh, RB's open. Let me turn my body 180 degrees. No, it's not Madden. The read was to the number one receiver. I think Justin Fields even said Montgomery was the fifth read.
First of all, why would he throw to a running back as his first read?
On
or
fourth
second
down,
read?
Behind the sticks, when the linebacker's looking right at him.
Like, if he would have done that, people would have killed him.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Like, look what happened with Russell Wilson. Look what happened to him in the red zone. You want that? You want the same thing for Justin Fields? Like, y'all gonna kill him. Like, I'd rather take my chance with the number one guy, even though he's really a number 3. Let's get that out the way. Than a running back. So yeah, people are just. People think they're football knowers, but they're not.
They don't know how to evaluate QB at all.
Oh, I freeze the frame.
Exactly, like
and then he's wide open.
I hate screenshot Twitter.
Oh my God, they're 4th and goal. Like, he can only look so much. He's
like,
not Patrick Mahomes.
Like, good grief. Like, why would he throw to the running back behind the sticks with two dudes looking right at him, ready to go down and make no?
They think he's Patrick.
No.
But they think everybody's Patrick Mahomes or Kyler Murray that could 360 no scope. Like, no. But yeah, Carson Wentz, he was atrocious. The Commanders were really trying to lose this game. Like, you could just tell. Like, remember that it was it might have been a 3rd and 1, and they elected to run the ball. It was some play in the fourth quarter.
I think what was that design run for Carson Wentz? Was that it?
I don't know. It was 4th and 1. Excuse me. It was 4th and 1 in the fourth quarter, and they could have went for it, but they elected to punt it.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, they trying to lose this game. And so
but then they got that. Then the dude Velus Jones done muffed the punt. His goofy behind. You on the ground like these. Why are you even trying to catch it?
It's just bad out here. And then like Ron Rivera, his post game, he's like, I did all this homework. Like, he was just going on a rant.
He tricking y'all, man. He tricking y'all.
It's just a lot.
I seen too many people saying this is the time. Like, he tricking y'all so bad.
Man, we can go on and on with this situation. I don't want to go too.
Suck. Let's talk about some good football games that passed.
So like around the same span, right? A report came out about Daniel Snyder, and I was never surprised. Like, in the group
literally
chat,
no one.
In the group chat that we in, we literally joked about it in the past. It was like, damn, does Daniel Snyder have any dirt on Roger Goodell and owners? Because how the hell is he still in the league? And lo and behold, the report confirmed everything that we thought. This dude has dirt on all of these owners. I don't care what anybody says.
Please release the dirt on Jerry Jones.
Oh man, I don't care what anybody says. If you're a billionaire, you got dirt. Like, that's an absurd amount of money. You must have done something. You must have. I don't care what anybody says. You're not morally right in the head if you have $1 billion. So, just seeing the quote that, the NFL is a mafia, and then one of the owners saying that, nobody likes Daniel Snyder. I thought that was hilarious. Like, how'd you feel about the report, man?
literally no one is surprised. Like, this dude has been running around like he's Pac for the past few years and hasn't met any ounce of repercussions or punishment. and he's still a owner and running a team. So he obviously knows something that we don't. What does he know?
Yeah,
What does he know?
I would love to know. What does he know about Roger Goodell that we don't know? You know what I mean? Like, hey, he trying to be like Nino Brown. He like, I'm gonna take all y'all down. I'm gonna snitch on all y'all. I'm not going out without all you guys coming with me. I know.
That. Jerry Jones said he responded. I think a reporter asked him about it. He was like, "Oh, that's news to me."
Hey, you know Jerry Jones shook. You know why? Because he took a picture with him at the Cowboys Stadium. Remember that one? Bro, this man Jerry Jones tried to get on this good side. He like, hey, chill out. Because you saw them pictures with that one woman he was with. I'm just saying, Jerry Jones might be Vince McMahon stuff behind the scenes.
We know Jerry ain't right. That man puts salt on the McGriddle. We know he ain't right.
But yeah, man, that report just didn't shock me. But yeah, let's get to the games before.
Ain't that kind of like blackmail though?
It is. It really is. He's trying to scare people. He has his own independent investigators behind the scenes, digging up dirt from all of these owners. So it's funny.
Oh, that's nasty.
It really is nasty out here. So he acting like an Italian mafia right now, an Italian mafia leader. So yeah. Let's get to the games, man. Reacting to Week 5 in the NFL, and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff happened. Man,
I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna raise my hand up and say I was wrong. You know, I said the Rams was gonna beat the Cowboys.
Who had the courage?
Of course, the non-Cowboys fan done picked the Cowboys. Though I really thought we was going. I ain't think Cooper Rush didn't play relatively. He didn't play good at all. He had 10 completions for 100 yards. Come on, son. But that defense though, this is elite. I don't want to.
It's the best defense in the NFL. Let's say who's better. Nobody.
You could say the 49ers.
No, they're not.
No,
they're not.
Anyway, this defense is special. It's special.
It is special. We'll see how they look against.
Even though my boy Diggs got cooked up in that first half, but y'all ain't hear none about it in the second half, so we move.
The agenda still stands.
Yep.
CB1. Yep. But you guys, I just had a feeling you were gonna win because I was just not a believer that the Rams, just the way that they were looking going forward with Matthew Stafford in that offense, like at the time before the actually still they have scored less points than the Chicago Bears. That's how pathetic their offense has been.
They did play some solid teams.
Yeah, but still, it's like, come on now. Like, you have Cooper Kupp, you have Matthew Stafford. Like, you expect Sean McVay.
Matt Stafford is not who y'all thought he was.
Yeah, you said it last week. You said, hey, he fooled us. He fooled us all. The Rams, man, I just didn't like the way that they looked the past few weeks. And the Cowboys, they've been playing really solid football. And I was right. I thought the defense, the past 4 weeks have balled out now. Week 5, they look sensational. Literally the first play of the game. I think it was the first play of the game, something like that. You guys got
fumble 6. A fumble 6.
Yeah, for a touchdown. So.
And then I think the next drive or the drive after that, we blocked the punt.
Yeah, so I was like, wow. So Super Bowl slump, man. Super Bowl slump. And Cooper Kupp, the whole debate about Cooper Kupp, who should start, Cooper Kupp or Dak. Listen.
You mean Cooper Rush?
I said Cooper Kupp. Cooper Rush, excuse me. I keep having them names confused. But yeah, obviously I think Dak should start. He's just about a QB.
Duh!
And he could do the same thing. He could literally do the same thing he did the same thing that Cooper Rush did his first year, but just better. He was a game manager his first year, but they scored more points. They were more efficient. They were one of the best offenses in the NFL. So I just think that people, I don't know what it is, recency bias. It's amazing to me.
These people aren't they aren't smart. Y'all are not smart. Cooper Rush Hive. What the heck is going on here? You know what's funny? When Teddy Bridgewater was the backup for the Saints and went 5-0, you ain't hear nothing. Everybody knew Drew Brees was coming to take the job back. But all of a sudden, now that Dak is hurt and Cooper Rush won 4 games in a row where he hasn't really impressed anybody. He hasn't beat anybody with his arm. What? He's not doing anything impressive.
He's just, you know what he reminds me of? Jimmy Garoppolo. That's what he really is. He's like a, I wouldn't even say a downgraded. Is he a downgraded version, or is he? I just say that's pretty much it.
Well, you could say he's not a downgrade because at least he doesn't turn the ball over.
So yeah, I say he's pretty much just Jimmy Garoppolo. He doesn't make mistakes. He's a game manager. That's what he is.
But that's what you want from a backup QB.
Yeah, pretty much. Not make mistakes. Let the defense dictate the game, and that's what he's done. You can't ask for much more. And I think that
Kellen Moore got to get it together. Granted, our receivers did drop some passes.
Yeah. But at the same time,
we got to get these play calls right in the passing game.
I
I think the run game is solid.
All these people that want Cooper Rush to start,
they're delusional.
Yeah, you're delusional. You're not watching the games because it's clear that you only look at the wins and not the
wins.
production.
Aren't a QB stat for the 18th millionth time.
So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. More than likely, Dak is going to start. I meant Cooper Rush is going to start, but we'll see how after this game what will happen. Because my
opinion will not change unless Cooper Rush throws for like 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no picks.
I think that what's going to happen is, and this is my prediction, the Cowboys are going to lose. Right when Cowboys lose, Dak's going to come in. That's what's going to happen.
Well, you might lose in the middle of the game?
I'm saying.
After the game.
After the game. Well, I'll say this. If they lose. If they lose, Cooper Rush will go back to being the backup, and Dak will come in, and they'll be like, all right, it was fun. It was fun while it lasted.
It's
but
been real.
Let's get back to the guy that you guys pay like $160 million for. So, yeah, that game. Let's get to the let me go to my team. Might as well. Packers, Giants. Listen.
Y'all had one job.
Yeah.
And it was to beat the stinking Giants, and you couldn't do it.
Listen, the game plan. Matt LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers. Because I have to say this. Aaron Rodgers, he didn't play well at all. And to just blame the coaching would be disingenuous to me because he is a coach of himself when he's on the field because he's been there for a while. He's played quarterback position. He's able to change plays. So Aaron Rodgers could have changed some of these plays pre-snap, and he probably did. And I think it may have been the fourth quarter. But to throw the football 3 straight times and not give it to your running backs who have been producing really well, Brian, the Celtics fan, also Giants fan, alluded to this. He was like, why do you guys keep throwing it? You're letting us off the hook because they can't stop the run. So it was just atrocious. I was just baffled at the Packers' game plan. It felt like they thought, you know what? These guys are a pushover. We can take them lightly. This is the NFL.
They thought it was 2016.
This is the NFL. Brian Dable is a hell of a coach. You can't take them lightly. You can't take nobody lightly.
Unless you got the Cowboys defense.
This is not a college team. These are professionals feeding their families. They are fighting for the right to remain in a league that pays them an enormous amount of money so they can feed their families, so they can feed people that they love. This is not a joke. Y'all need to get it together. Stop acting like you won something. They haven't won jack. Y'all haven't won shit. The only thing y'all have won is NFC championship, just participation trophies. That's all y'all got. And they don't give you guys that. They don't give participation trophies. So they need to understand that you are not the same team you have been the past 2 years. And Joe Barry, I want your resignation right now, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
I want your resignation. Why are you still on the team coaching? This is the worst defensive coordinator in the league.
I don't know. I think the other one is in your division.
He has all this talent. I've never seen a defensive coordinator that has so much talent around them and not be able to correctly use them. That's who he is. Like, you have you have a star corner. Why the hell do you got this man playing zone all the time? Put this man in. Bro, you're literally playing a team with backups starting. Be aggressive. Blitz packages. What are we doing playing zone all the time? Why are you being conservative against a team with Daniel Jones starting at quarterback? Granted, he has played better, and that has to do with coaching, like we said with Justin Fields. But at the same time, he has no body. How the hell do you guys keep falling for the same stupid-ass wildcat tricks? Saquon Barkley is not going to throw the freaking football. He's going to run it every single time. And you guys fall for it every single time. I want his resignation right now. I want it now. And I'm tired of seeing this man on the football field. He should not have a job right now. He should not be a Packer. He should be coaching high school. Not NFL, not professional or CFL, XFL. He should not be in the NFL. This guy is trash, and I'm disgusted. You have any other comments you want to put about the game?
I actually forgot y'all was playing that early. So when I started watching like in the second quarter. So it was just, I was like, the Giants are winning? I was so confused. But yeah, man, the Giants are well coached, man. They well coached.
We were up. It may have been 14-3 at one point, and we just let them come back. We just kept throwing the ball instead of just giving the ball to our running backs. Like, what are we doing? It just pissed me off.
Coaches be outthinking themselves.
Yeah, man.
Especially when it's on fourth down. Oh my goodness! If it's fourth and run the ball.
Yeah, it's atrocious. So let's get to the other games. Let's get real quick to it. I don't want to get too past things. I think the Eagles, they played who they play?
They played the
Cardinals. Byron, listen, Jalen was right. Byron Murphy, he's the goods. He's legit. Like, dude, he's legit. The Eagles, they almost lost the game. Cardinals, they're just horribly coached. I can't say this enough. Like, seriously, at the end of the game, I'm like, oh, they about to win this game. They about to hit a field goal. And typical Cardinals fashion, just bad clock management, just bad execution.
Well, you send it to OT.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. To send it to OT. I thought they were gonna make this a game, but nope. It's just ridiculous to me. The Cardinals, Cliff Kingsbury needs to go. Like, he's not that guy. So.
This is probably his last year.
Yeah, this is his last year.
And if it isn't, that is malpractice.
Pretty much. So yeah, let's get to the games. Ravens. Let's go Ravens.
Bengals.
Yeah, Ravens.
And the Bengals.
So I picked the Bengals in this one because
I don't know why.
Because the history, Bengals always have the Ravens number, and I was looking smart at the end, but then all of a sudden, Bengals, man, the coach Zach Taylor, man, he fooled everybody. How the hell did he make the Super Bowl? How the hell?
Their defense was playing out of their mind.
How in the world did this fraud of a head coach make the Super Bowl? Like, he's one of the worst coaches with a great team in the league. Like, there's Brandon Staley. There's I can't name on the top of my head, but he's one of those. Maybe Mike McCarthy.
Okay, let's not. Mike McCarthy is 4-0 with the backup QB.
But yeah, he's just like, dude is not good when it comes to his decision making.
He really isn't.
And yet again, look at some of the offensive game planning that they do. It's so generic. It's so predictable. The run plays, I pointed out Joe Mixon with these run plays.
HB dive.
HB toss. Now they did run the ball pretty well, but granted, the Ravens defense, like, it's not it. Like, I put him on the fraud watch list for a reason. And Lamar Jackson, he had an off game. He didn't really do too much, but he did come up clutch. Remember, you did point that out. You gotta, against the Bills, gotta show up, and he did that. And Justin Tucker, as Justin Tucker always does, he hit the game-winning field goal. And yeah, man, the Bengals, they just Jamar Chase. Is Jamar Chase top 5? Is he top 5? I don't know. Now, I saw some of the coverage, and I forgot which game it was, but they had like a safety and they had a corner, so they were kind of like, and then T. Higgins was one-on-one. That's why you see T. Higgins going off. But
I'm telling you,
I don't
man,
know,
that
man.
too high be cooking these QBs.
I don't know,
But
man.
it's Joe Burrow's fault because in before the season started, he said if you play too high, you're gonna have to deal with Joe Mixon, and if you play man, good luck. And he's been playing like butt ever since.
They don't have no
Vic Fangio is going to hell for what he did to implementing the too high coverage.
Hey man, you know.
All the teams that ain't got no run game, look at them. Sorry.
And the Bengals supposed to have a running game. It's just the coach doesn't know how to design good run plays.
They use Joe Mixon as a battering ram. He should be catching balls out the backfield too.
He should be all purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, dude, he can do a lot of different things. And every time I see Samaje Perine in the game, I just want to throw up.
Like think about all the teams with single backs that pretty much get majority get. Look at their records.
Mm-hmm. So,
But the teams with dual backs,
yeah, and he can do some of the things. So yeah, it's just bad for the Bengals. They look again, Rams and Bengals, Super Bowl slump. So yeah, it's just not looking too good. So let's get to let's see. Let's talk about the Dolphins and the Jets real quick, because I think
the
that
Jets beat the brakes off them.
let me first of all, third string quarterback Teddy Bridgewater. He's fragile too. He's out for the game. Think it was concussion, even though he's saying that he didn't have a concussion. But anywho, I'm glad that they took him out of the game, precaution and everything. Want to make sure the players are safe. But Zach Wilson, I gotta give him credit again. He played really well. He's looking like the best QB in the draft so far, even though it is
That ain't really saying much.
Even though it's a small sample size. Breece Hall, oh my, hey.
I told y'all he was nice.
I think coming out of the draft, I may be wrong about this, but they were comparing him to Alvin Kamara. I might be wrong about this, but I do see some similarities in terms of his ability to catch the football and also with his running ability. Like, he's an all-purpose back. Like, he do a lot of different things. And, man, he is, since him and Dameon Pierce, man, this is why you don't draft a running back. You don't have to draft a running back in the first round. This is why you can wait to the second and the fourth round, because there's going to be guys still there. And as you see with Dameon Pierce and Breece Hall, these guys can play, man. Like, he is really good. And, yeah, I just like the way the Jets are playing.
Yeah.
They're playing my team next week.
And,
so.
man, the sauce agenda just keeps rising.
This guy is special. He's special. Sauce Island. Sauce, it's getting there.
Sauce has been great. That man he's worth the fourth pick?
Third or fourth pick. Third or fourth pick, yeah.
Whew.
He's sensational, man. Like, he's the goods and more. He's the best player in this draft by a mile. And
You mean on defense?
yeah, I'm talking about the draft. He's the best player in the draft by a mile. Who no, you can't name anybody better than him right now. You can't. By a mile. Easily.
You could argue like a lineman or something, but no one cares about.
Oh my
line play
God!
like
Here we
that.
go with Tyron.
No,
Smith.
not Tyler Smith, not Tyler Smith.
Tyler
Because
Smith.
Aaron Donald gave him the business, but Aaron Donald gives everybody the business.
Yeah,
stuff.
so you can't really blame him on that one. But yeah, the Jets, I just like with the way that they're doing. The Bears. You see what the Jets are doing. You see how they're giving his quarterback weapons and how he's thriving. They're actually building an offense that's conducive to what he does well. That's the formula. So yeah,
and the Jets actually have weapons.
Yeah.
Like
So-
no funny. I think Darnell Mooney is he wide receiver 4 on the Jets?
He could be. Yeah. Yeah, honestly. Yeah. So so let's see.
Let's
here.
talk about the Chargers and Browns.
Yeah.
Because Joe Staley, dear God, you wanted to lose that game so bad. Why do you keep going for it on fourth down?
Brandon Staley.
Yeah, Brandon Staley. Did I say Joe Staley?
Yeah.
Jesus. Sorry, Joe Staley. You ain't do nothing. You was just a lineman. But yeah, Brandon Staley wanted to lose this game so bad. I was watching the game. I was like, I can't believe it. This dude, I told y'all before the season started, I said Brandon Staley will be the reason why the Chargers won't be the first seed in the AFC West. I said it. He's a fraud.
And they still won, which is crazy.
Because
The kicker.
Cade York missed the freaking field goal.
Yeah, I don't know how he still has a job. Like, he's been awful this year. Like, he's been atrocious. It's just bad.
It was man, Brandon Staley, dude. Oh my goodness.
It's crazy because, the Browns and the Chargers, they're synonymous for just bad late game adjustments, like just bad execution late game. So it was pretty much like, okay, who wants to lose it
Exactly.
more? And let alone, it comes down to a kicker like always, and the kicker couldn't hit, an easy field goal. So, man, I feel bad for Justin Herbert. He's that because it's gonna be a long season.
You think he gonna re-sign with them?
Oh yeah, for sure. They're gonna give him the bag. Like he has to take it. He has to. But he's gonna have to make some demands because you can't keep losing like this. And then the agenda is gonna be pushed that he can't win. He needs to go to the playoffs before we crown him. So yeah. But let's get to the next game. I'm trying to think. What Chiefs and Raiders. Let's go Monday night. Chiefs and Raiders.
That was one of the funniest endings to a game I've ever seen.
Oh my God! First of Devontae, it's crazy because Devontae Adams, I think he had like 4 receptions, and like each reception it was like, it was like a long, reception catch, whatever that he made. So he balled out, but at the same time at the end, I forgot what happened. Can you just like talk about what happened in the end?
Okay, I'm gonna give you a little rundown on the final drive. So I know the play before the 4th down play, I believe, Devontae Adams caught the ball, but he was out of bounds.
Oh yeah.
So that happened. Then on 4th and 1, Josh McDaniels said, "Let's throw the ball downfield." Even though we have Josh Jacobs, who had, let me check.
Oh my
Josh
God.
Jacobs had 154 yards on 20 carries, 21 carries.
Dude. I remember what happened. So the 2 receivers collided. It was
Yes, Hunter
Renfrow
and Devontae Adams.
Oh my God, bro! Like first of all,
Hunter Renfrow was running like a corner route.
Yeah.
And then Devontae Adams was going straight. What type of what?
And I think
That's your 4th down call? A deep ball when you only need 2 yards?
Josh McDaniels, I kept telling you guys.
Why do they keep overthinking 4th and 1?
They're trying to get cute because
You have like Josh Jacobs literally couldn't be stopped. He had 8 yards a carry.
these
No,
coaches,
7.3 yards a carry.
Patriots, Packers coaching, they just, for some reason, they don't understand that you can just take the easy money, throw, plays instead of just trying to get cute. It's just baffling to me. And then I think remember the 2-point conversion play. They tried to get aggressive because they wanted to go up 1, but ultimately that didn't work as well. So it's just a lot of things that you're like, bro, you could have won the game if you just executed it a certain way. Like you didn't have to.
It was almost in field goal range too.
It's like every time they play, it's like when teams play the Chiefs, they just don't know how to act. It's like remember with the Patriots back in the day when they were just winning and they had Tom Brady. Like some teams, they just when they play in the team, they just don't know how to act. Like they don't understand that it's okay to take the points, to take 3 points or take the extra point. You don't have to be aggressive. I get your defense, but yeah, man, it's just bad. Josh McDaniels, Raiders, and then Devontae Adams at the end. Now, I'm not going to go on this, Devontae Adams, he was like, why did he push the dude and all that? Like, he was in his way. He came out of nowhere, and he was angry. He shouldn't have pushed the guy, but at the same time, I'm not going to be like, Devontae Adams is a bad person. Like, he's not a bad person. Come on. And then the guy, and then they gonna press charges. It's like, come on now. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I would have been still on the floor if that was me that got pushed.
That's ridiculous. But
I'm like, my neck and my back.
Yeah, but Travis Kelce, he was sensational. 4 touchdowns. He even
had 25 yards.
Yeah, crazy. It's just crazy. But yeah. So let's get to what other games.
Yeah, it was a lot of lackluster games. Like Patriots beat the brakes off the Lions.
Yeah, that was.
And actually, you know what I found out? I found out something very interesting. Lions fans do not like Aiden Hutchinson.
That first game fooled us.
That game against the Commanders, they tricked us.
He tricked us, man. He tricked us.
They said he'd be out there doing nothing. I'm like, dang.
He'd be lost out there. Damn.
But apparently there's also like people in the Lions fan base that don't like Hutchinson because he played for Michigan instead of Michigan State.
Oh,
that's corny.
That is corny. Come on now.
Yeah, people calling for Dan Campbell's job. It's bad.
Yeah, it's getting ugly out there. The defense looks bad, and
Defense is, oh my goodness,
it's the worst in the
stink.
league. It's the worst in the league.
Aaron Glenn tricked us on that Hard Knocks.
And then also the offensive players, Amon-Ra St. Brown and DeAndre Swift being hurt, it's not going to help you. So yeah, it's just a lot of problems going around. And unfortunately, tank for Stroud, tank for Bryce. Whoever gets to play for the Lions.
Your offense is good. Your defense, you got to get Will Anderson if they somehow get it.
What?
Yes.
No, you got to get a quarterback.
No, you got to get defense. Fix the defense. Bro, Jared Goff obviously isn't good, but you may be able to make some shake and go get a QB in free agency.
Bro, you
okay.
of getting a generational QB.
You could get a generational pass rusher.
Bro, I understand that. I understand it, but you have an offense that conducive to a quarterback, and it's harder to get a generational quarterback than it is to get a generational pass rusher. Like Micah Parsons, right? He's a generational pass rusher. He went at the 11th pick.
That's because he didn't play edge. Dan Quinn's a genius. That's
but
why.
He's still a generational pass rusher. When it comes to QB, if you have the parts around you, and you can just plug in the QB, I have to do it. Especially since the quarterback they have is making all this money, and we already know he's not the answer. I got to get the QB. I got to. And then I'll just worry about the defense a later time. That's what I'm doing. But I'm taking my chance.
That 24 class I at QB.
Yo, Caleb Williams and Quinn Ewers, whatever, from Texas.
Caleb Williams, Quinn Ewers.
I'm still trying to, because you can't take the chance because you just don't know if you'll have that number 1 pick again, because they looking like they have a possibility of getting a number 1 pick again. So that's just me. But anywho, let's get to
next.
Oh my God, Seattle and the Saints. Geno Smith, dude.
This dude is making some crazy throws.
Bro,
I did not know he had this in his bag.
He is better than Russell Wilson.
Dun, dun, dun.
Geno Smith is better than Russell Wilson right now.
That ain't really saying much.
And
though.
you know what? This is a classic example. I've been saying this the entire podcast. Coaching matters.
Is Russell Wilson a Pete Carroll product?
Bro, do you not see when Geno Smith was on the Jets, he had nobody. Nobody. Rex Ryan was the head coach.
Well, wasn't he on the team when Brandon Marshall and them was still there?
But he wasn't starting. He was Ryan Fitzpatrick, and the coaching, the coaching wasn't the best. It wasn't the greatest. So coaching matters. And this is why Geno Smith has become really good, because the coaching is giving him an opportunity. The coaching, he has the parts around him that he needs to succeed, to thrive. And I'm happy for it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a black guy, another black QB thrive, come from just a backup role to now pretty much dead in the water, to now he's looking like a top 10 QB. Like it's a great story. It's really is.
I hope y'all should watch some tape, because some of them throws he making is very impressive.
Yeah. And then just from the Saints side, Alvin Kamara, he's looking like he started getting back to his old ways. And again, Chris Olave, he got concussed in the game. Glad they were able to get him out of there so he can be helped, because he was stumbling a little bit. We don't want another Tua situation. And he caught, very impressive. Like, dude got concussed, but also caught the touchdown at the same time. Again, he's special.
Has Olave been wide receiver 1 from this draft class?
Yes, easily. And Drake, I like Drake London.
I wanted Chris Olave on the Cowboys.
I like Drake London. He's been inconsistent. Some of that could be scheme, and Jahan Dawson's been hurt. And I forgot the other receivers.
Garrett Wilson.
Oh yeah, he's been sensational. But I just think that Chris Olave, he's getting the touchdowns, he's getting the yards. He's up there with the best.
He's smoking everybody.
Yeah,
out there.
so I like. But he has some comp with Dameon Pierce and Breece Hall for offensive rookie of the year, because they've been just phenomenal. Like those guys right there. But let's get to the Texans and the Jaguars. And Trevor Lawrence, do you want to be good? Are you good or are you bad? Like, make up your mind. Seriously, I took you off the fraud watch list because I thought, oh yeah, he's got it together. Do you want to be back on the fraud watch list? Like, what are you? I don't know who you are. Like, do you want to be? Are you generational or are you a fraud? Are you Jamarcus Russell or are you Andrew Luck coming out? Like, what are you?
First and foremost, why in the world is Trevor Lawrence throwing for 47 times when you have James Robinson and ETN? Why did they only run the ball 26 times? See, this is what I be talking about.
And they're starting to give Travis Etienne more snaps than James Robinson. I'm like,
Etienne had 10 for 71. What the heck happened?
maybe we were too soon in the Doug Peterson praise because it's just like they don't know what they're doing. Like against the Eagles, Trevor Lawrence fumbled the ball like 4 times, I believe.
4 or 5 times, something like that.
Bro. And then against the Texans, I think he had 2 interceptions, maybe. Come on, this is the Texans. What? What are we? Now the Texans do be having the Jaguars number though. That's one thing I do. But still, they're not good. Like they're supposed to be tanking. This is an abomination. Like Trevor Lawrence, he's supposed to be generational. He's supposed to be. They gave him Christian Kirk. He has some pieces. Damn it. He has pieces. Damn it.
He had 1 catch for 11 yards.
Goddamn.
On 3 targets.
He had. It's not like his team is bad. Like it's terrible. Like he has some semblance of talent.
He has better than most.
Yeah, he has better than most. And he's up and down. Like it's a roller coaster, man. Like from week 2 to 3, he looks sensational. 4 and 5, he just looks abysmal. Like he looks like a bust. I don't know what he is. I'm still confused. Like, it's conflicting, bro. And I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But from the Texans side, I got to say it, man. Dameon Pierce.
3.5 yards a carry.
Okay, but did you see that run? He had
I did see
bro,
that.
he had like 7
Didn't they say like most like 90 of his yards was after contact or something
I think he had like 17 missed tackles or something like that. And dude, man, he runs violent. Dude be breaking tackle. He has 17 broken tackles. He's special. Looking like Earl Campbell out there.
It said he has more yards after contact than actual yards.
I think he might have more yards after contact than Nick Chubb. And or he's right there with him. That's sensational. And he's a rookie. Dude is, man, did you see the run?
Yeah, I saw it.
Broke like 5 tackles.
How many fantasy points did he get you?
He had like 20.
Okay,
yeah, 99 yards, like 1 touchdown. He's really good, man. And he's definitely in the running for offensive rookie of the year. So I'm glad about that. I knew he's gonna be special. Let's see what other games. I know the Niners. They played the Panthers.
Baker Mayfield, good dude.
Matt Rule.
Was Baker Mayfield really a good dude though?
No, he was never a good.
So he's
dude.
just cook food.
Yeah, he's just cook food.
Okay.
So
Matt Rule. Yeah, he's out of it. They fired him, didn't they?
Yeah, he did. They fired him.
They paying that man $800K a month.
Man, whew.
Let me be an NFL coach. I low-key think I could be an NFL. Some of them decisions they make, and I'm like, I could do this.
Yeah, I'm glad he's gone because he needs to be gone. He's not good. So, and then I think it was the Falcons and the Bucks. Nothing. Bro, these refs.
Oh my god, roughing the passer.
What did Tom Brady pay these refs? That was not rough. It's because of the Tua. It's Tua. It's because of what happened with Tua. They changed. Why would they change that? Why would they change the rule? The reason everything happened with Tua is because of the concussion protocol, not because. Now, obviously, I think it was Thursday night. They slammed him to the ground, I believe it was. But at the same time, come on, bro. What Grady Jarrett did, that was not him slamming him to the ground. That was just a regular tackle. They gave this man Tom Brady that call. I was disgusted. I was like, the Atlanta Falcons came roaring back. They were on the verge of tying it or beating them, and then you're just going to do that. It's just like, well, it's Tom Brady.
The one, there was a worse one, though.
Was it the Chiefs game?
Yep.
Oh my God. Well,
Chris Jones, when he tackled, they say he put his body weight on him, but as you can clearly see, at first it was a strip sack. So how is it roughing the passer with a strip sack? He ain't even have the ball.
Yeah, that made
and
no
then
sense.
two, you could see him stick his arm out to like hold himself, catch himself.
Yeah, it was pathetic, man. Just these new rules. I'm disgusted. They need the competition committee needs to do something.
They need to do something.
Because it's I get it. You want to prevent more concussions from happening from these quarterbacks, but at the same time, you gotta let the players play, man. Because you trying to make it flag football out here. Seriously? So, yeah.
It's another. Before we get to the next
Go
week's
ahead, go ahead,
games,
man. Go ahead.
I want the NFL to please, for the love of God, please relook at pass interference. I am sick and
my
tired
God.
of QBs getting rewarded for throwing piss poor footballs. If the ball is short and somehow the receiver tries to act like they put in an effort to catch the ball and the DB runs into him, oh well. Throw a better football.
Yeah. It's bad.
Underthrow should not be pass interference. This is ridiculous.
And then the fact that
And if you're not going to change my bet, if you're not
Go
going
ahead,
to
go
change it, at least make it to like college to where they only get 15 yards on DPI.
I was just about to say that too. I was just about to say that. You took the words out of my mouth, so I don't need to say that then. Yeah, so yeah, it's getting ridiculous. Are we missing any games, or did we pretty much say all the games? Because I feel like
Colts and Broncos was one of the worst
yeah.
football games ever played on grass.
Bro. See, if we were here on Wednesday, we would start with that game. Let me tell you something. Russell Wilson, you're on the fraud watch list. You're a fraud.
Oh, he might be on the good dude list.
You're a
at this
fraud.
point.
Now, I don't like how people are attacking him. 'Cause
For
I feel
outside of
like-
football
Yeah, I
stuff?
feel like a lot of these people who are attacking him, it's not.
I think it's
not
kind
warranted.
of cheap.
Yeah, it's a low
like,
blow.
Where was y'all at these past few years? Now the man playing like doodoo, y'all want to come out the woodwork attacking his character? I'm like, that's kind of lame.
Yeah, because you don't know him. We don't know who he is. Like, okay, you think that he's not genuine in what he's saying, and you think that he's not being real. Well, you don't know that. Maybe he is like that. Maybe that's who he really is. Maybe he is a cornball. But at the same time, just attacking his name and it not being about football, I just think that that's just baffling to me, and that people should be ashamed of themselves. So I just wanted to get out the way because I just think that people attacking him, especially I forgot
Kyle
who,
Brandt. Think that was him?
oh is that the guy from NFL Network?
Yeah.
Good Morning America calling him a poser, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I just think that just because he didn't maybe came off sort of a certain way towards him when he tried to interview him, I just think that's just, as a journalist, I think that that's just bad. You should not be doing that, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Not just attacking a man's character off of something because he didn't want to do an interview with you, or he wasn't acting right with you. So I just think that is a shame. Shame on you. But yeah, Russell Wilson, you're a good dude. You're fraud. You're on the fraud watch list right now, and I don't want to hear that. Oh, it's the coach. Even though the coach, there are stuff to blame for the coach, but at the same time, bro, how do you miss that throw in the end zone? This isn't a Justin
He
Fields
was
situation.
wide open, too.
This isn't a Justin Fields situation where, the running back is on the other side and that's his fifth. No, it was literally right there.
Yep.
That was like maybe a second read or something like that.
Something like that.
Dude, that was the worst football game I've ever seen. I fell asleep probably during halftime because I was so bored. Even the Bears game, I wasn't bored. That was just hilariously funny to me. This game was not funny. It was sad. It was tragic. So,
Matt Ryan, it's time to be a family man.
like, I picked the Broncos to win because I thought, they're at home. The Colts haven't been playing well. The Broncos have a really good defense. You know what? The defense need to go up to Russell Wilson and the head coach, and they need a box. We need a scrap right now because they did everything. Patrick Surtain, he was doing his thing.
As always.
Randy Gregory, they were doing all these things to keep the team in the game, and they just gonna come up with these bull jobs. Run the ball in the end zone. What are you doing, Richard Sherman style? It's just baffling me, man. It's just baffling. But I think that'll do it for the games. let's get to picking the games. Cause I want to get that first out the way.
Yes, sir.
Let's
We're gonna start. Well, the Thursday game already happened,
Yeah,
obviously.
I
So
would
we're
have picked
not.
the Bears, but we're not gonna count that.
All right. So let's do Falcons. We're gonna go through the 1 p.m. games first. Falcons and 49ers.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with the 49ers. That's the easy one.
Yeah, the Falcons not gonna be able to move the ball like at all.
Jets and Packers. I have to go with the Packers. I just have to, even though they're not playing well. I just think they're gonna bounce back. They're at home, I believe. So, you got the Packers.
Yeah, I got the
Okay,
Packers.
all right.
Patriots and Browns.
This is one of them games where I'm like,
I do believe the Patriots have the momentum, but
God. They have a third string quarterback.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But at the same time, the Patriots defense been balling out. Jack Jones, hey.
First, where does Bill Belichick find these dudes at?
Yeah, them DBs, it seems like he's a DB whisperer.
Yeah, like J.C. Jackson, now Jonathan Jones, now Jack Jones. What's up with him and the letter J at DB?
Malcolm Butler.
Like, where is he finding these? And then they leave and start playing like doo-doo.
Yeah, and then
Where does he find these dudes at?
Yeah, Jack Jones, when he picked Aaron Rodgers, like, damn. And then I find out, nah, he's good. Like, okay, so hey, if Aaron Rodgers gonna get picked by somebody, at least be Jack Jones. So damn, this is tough. God. I feel like I'm gonna go with the Browns.
Yeah, I'm
bro.
gonna go Browns.
Just cause
I probably shouldn't, but
they have a third. Bailey Zappi. Am I going to keep? No, bro. I can't. I'm sorry. They're at home too. I think they're going to bounce back after what happened with the Chargers game. So I'm going Browns. Let's go Jaguars and Colts. Bruh. I'm going to go Jaguars, even though they
I think their defense going to have Matt Ryan under.
Yeah,
And Trevor Lawrence better play good, daggone it.
I'm watching. Vikings and Dolphins.
Vikings.
See, here's the thing.
Oh Lord. Wait.
They're in Miami.
Okay.
Even though they have a third,
I'm about to say. That might help the Vikings.
Really?
Is it gonna be that hot in Miami?
Generally, it is.
Justin Jefferson be out. He played at LSU. We get hot down there.
I'm
gonna go Vikings. Justin Jefferson finna take Xavier Howard lunch money.
I'm gonna go Vikings.
I don't know why you think they still got the third stringer playing,
bro.
right?
Kirk Cousins.
It ain't prime time. Pick Kirk
I know,
Cousins.
but it's on. Okay,
Kirk Cousins
on the
1 p.m. is
road.
a different dude.
And then the dog. Hey, all right, okay. Bengals and Saints. Now I think the Saints are at home, but they have Andy Dalton, the quarterback. Now he's been serviceable. He hasn't been terrible, but the Bengals.
Finally get to see Lattimore versus Chase.
I'm gonna go, man. That because the Saints defense, they're optimistic. They could do some things. Michael Thomas not gonna play. Chris Olave, he's in the concussion protocol. It's a chance he might play. It's a chance he might not. It's a game time decision. Man, this is. Do I trust? They were in a close contest against the Ravens, so I guess I'll go Bengals. It's hard to say. I'll go Bengals. I'm going to go Bengals.
I'm going to go with... I think we see a big game from Jamar Chase finally. So I'm going to go Bengals.
Okay. All right. Let's go Ravens and Giants.
Please, Ravens. Please.
Now, it's going to be at home. The Giants going to be at home. But I'm going to go Ravens.
Yeah, I'm going to go Ravens. I hope the Ravens, please. Y'all better not make the Giants look better than
No way the Giants about to go 5-1. No way. There's no way. With that group,
the insanity run stops here.
There's no way. So Buccaneers, and this is an easy one. Buccaneers and Steelers. Yeah. Buccaneers. They don't even have their top, like Minka Fitzpatrick gonna be out. Like maybe all of their starting corners are gonna be out. Like it's gonna be atrocious. So I'm going Bucks, even though it's in Pittsburgh. Panthers and Rams.
Who cares? Rams will win by 1 billion points.
Rams,
no one cares.
Cardinals and Seahawks. This is an interesting one.
Man, the Cardinals stink.
Yeah, they do. Seahawks gonna be at home. Man, I might have to go Seahawks on this one.
I'm gonna pick the Cardinals.
Really? I'm gonna go Seahawks because the Seahawks been. I
think Kyler lights them up. If they let Andy Dalton drop 35 on them, Kyler Murray can probably get like 30.
It's a divisional opponent, and they in the 12th man. I'm gonna go Seattle though. I just think
I'm
the
gonna
way
go
they're playing.
Arizona.
Okay. Bills and Chiefs.
That should be the primetime game and not my
Yeah.
team, but
Man, this is
Bills and the Chiefs, man. I'm gonna go Bills.
wow. You betting against
I'm
homeboy?
yes, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think I have a conspiracy theory here.
Here we go.
I think they're going to try to set up. I'm like 90% sure we're getting that rematch in the playoffs this year. Like 9. So I think they're going to the Bills are going to win, so people can be on the Bills train in the playoffs. But then they're going to lose again to the Chiefs. That's my tinfoil hat theory.
Man,
So I'm gonna go Bills here.
This is wow. This is
And I think the Bills gonna want to get revenge for the OT rule, OT and all that.
this is game of the year potential right here. Man, this is Mahomes or Allen, Bills or Chiefs. The Chiefs are at home. The Bills. The way that the Bills are looking, they just look so dominant. I'm gonna go Bills. Just the way that the Chiefs haven't been, like they've been good, but you see cracks.
Yep.
The Raiders just showed that there's cracks. I'm gonna go with the Bills on this one because
But to be fair though, the Bills don't have a run game as good as the Raiders.
they don't. But Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs,
Gabe
Davis, that defense.
Gabe Davis came out of nowhere.
Well, the fantasy experts said that you need to draft Gabe Davis.
Don't talk about like before that playoff game. No one
yeah.
knew who he was.
Yeah, he came out of the woodworks. So then we have the Cowboys and the Eagles. Just say it. Just say it.
Y'all know I gotta ride with I will never ever choose another NFC East opponent against my Cowboys. You kidding me? Come on, son, Cowboy. I don't care if we win. I'm picking them
You
boys.
have a conflict of interest?
What you mean?
I'm saying that you're gonna be biased when it comes to your Cowboys.
Only against the NFC East opponents. Remember, I chose them to. I picked the Rams to win last week. But it's the NFC. The smoke is personal.
So if you had Matt Castle quarterback, you would still pick.
Yep. Yep.
So if you had Kellen Moore's quarterback, you would pick.
Yep.
That's a lot. Okay, you know what?
This is deeper than just
Okay.
a win-loss record.
Okay.
We out here to prove that Jalen Hurts ain't the guy y'all say he is.
I'ma
We're
go-
going to make him read the defense on Sunday. He's going to have to throw over the middle of the field, daggone it. Them screens ain't going to cut it because we got dogs out there. And they see a screen, they think chibble. They think it's doggy kibble.
It's gonna be in Philly.
I don't care if it was in the Mecca. We smoked them in Philly last year.
But it's not the same team.
Okay.
Not
This
the
ain't the
same
same
quarterback.
defense.
It's not the
This
same
ain't the same
quarterback.
defense.
Okay, but this ain't the same team. It's not the same
It
quarterback.
ain't the same defense.
Okay, and they have AJ Brown too.
That's cool.
And
Diggs gonna handle that.
All right, but what about Devontae Smith? What about Dallas Goedert? What about Miles Sanders?
J-Ron got Dallas Goedert. He's
What
straight.
about Miles Sanders? Remember that you guys can't stop the run.
We looked all right the past few weeks
Okay,
stopping
I'm
the
just
run.
saying. I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
We gonna make Jalen Hurts throw and read. That's how we gonna get down.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles on this one. I just think that they're at home. They're just too talented. They're riding. They've been playing really well.
That's what they said.
5-0. Okay, you can believe that. You believe in Cooper Rush. All right.
I believe in my defense.
Okay.
That's who I believe in.
And last game, unfortunately, it features the Broncos Monday night against the
The
Chargers.
NFL will pay for this.
I'm going with the Chargers on this one. They're at home. Broncos have been looking pathetic. Russell Wilson,
The battle of the bad coaches.
yeah, pretty much. But I trust Justin Herbert more than Russell Wilson right now. So, okay, so that'll do it with the picks. Let's go to some other things real quick, and let's go to your top 5 cornerback list update.
Yes. The top 5 CB list. Now, y'all probably gonna get on me for this. I don't care. Trayvon Diggs is still one. I don't care if he got beat by Cooper Kupp, sauteed in the first half. Listen, he bounced back in the second half, and it was quiet for the rest of the game. So I don't want to hear it. Darius Slay still 2, obviously. 3 3, I still got
Sertan.
Yeah. 4, I got J-Ram, obviously.
Okay. And 5.
And 5, we
Hello.
have a new member of the top 5 list and he is from New York. Well, he's not from New York. He plays in New York. Sauce Gardner.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I said if he passed the Tyreek Hill, didn't Tyreek Hill get hurt though?
He still played.
Okay.
He got stepped on, but he still played. I
Okay.
think.
He passed the Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill test, so I got to put him on there.
Yep.
I
Sauce
got
Gardner, he's the goods. He's legit. If you made a top 10 list, who'd be in your top 10?
Top 10, that's where stuff gets a lot easier. Top 10, obviously the 5 I just named.
Yeah.
We'd probably have
No order.
Oh, no order.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Marshawn Lattimore would be on there.
Okay.
Denzel Ward would be on there. Tariq Woolen would be on there.
I mean, he's been playing.
He can hoop.
J.C. Horn.
Oh, thank you, J.C. Horn. I forgot. It's Carolina. They stink. I can't remember all of these players. J.C. Horn, and it's hard not to say that Jack Jones guy.
I thought he was a safety.
He's
a corner?
No, he's a corner.
He's a corner?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jack Jones has been hooping. He has been.
It's a lot of good DBs. I can't. It's hard to name all of them.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like the list. I agree because if you would have left out J.C. Horn, I would have had to fight you.
Yeah,
Wait, you
J.C.
put
Horn.
Marshawn Lattimore on there, right?
Yeah, Lattimore was the 6th person.
Okay, yeah, I would have had to fight you, but I'm glad that you put J.C. Horn because he's been hooping. Like, dude has his coverage skills. Just you go look at Next Gen, go look at PFF. He's like top 5 when it comes to coverage skills and all that other stuff. So he's been hooping. It's just the Panthers.
I'm so glad we ended up with Mike because if I would never forgive the Broncos and the Panthers for stealing my top 2 pet cats that draft.
When's the last time like 2 generational corners were like in the same draft? Because Patrick Surtain and usually it's like receivers, but corners, like you don't normally see that.
We do got Stingley and Sauce this year. And Stingley, he's been playing. He played pretty well last year.
He's on and off.
Yeah.
This is a roller coaster, but
Kind of like in LSU.
Yeah.
He'd be on and off
but
sometimes.
JC Horn and Patrick Surtain immediately made like impact. Like you could tell like they're gonna be special. So yeah, let's go to the next thing real quick before let me. Actually, no, we still got time. Okay. Let's go to the next thing. He was a good dude list. So this is a new list that I decided to make because he kept using this term. So I was like, okay, so he was a good dude list. Who is on he was a good dude list? Who's a candidate?
All right. So for those who don't know, this term has been popularized by the Twitter user by the name of Kill Me Slime, and it's from a Chicago drill song where he's pretty much said the lyrics is questionable to say the least because it's Chicago, it's old drill, so he said he was a good dude. Now we cook food and I'm the chef. Yeah, I cook dude, but pretty much it signifies that the person is no longer good. So the good dude list so far, you got to put Russell Wilson on the good dude
he's
list.
number 1.
You got to put Matt Ryan's on the good dude list.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You got to put Carson Wentz on the good dude list. It's a lot of good dudes, to say the least.
Who? Allen Robinson.
Yeah, he was a good dude.
Julio Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He was a good dude.
I'm not gonna put George Kittle on it yet.
I don't know, man.
Wait.
He might be.
He's a candidate. He's a candidate.
Yeah, he's definitely
okay.
He's definitely a candidate.
Yeah, he's not a list, but he a candidate. Yeah, man.
So think of like the good dude list is kind of like the graduate from the fraud watch list.
Yeah, it's just who he is. Like he's cooked, pretty much. It's like the term washed.
Yeah,
it's like another term for
Kenny
washed.
Galladay, good dude.
Yeah, Kenny Galladay's a good dude. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. So like Patrick Peterson, he's a good dude. Like people like that. So anybody that's
Baker Mayfield, good dude.
Oh yeah, he's a good dude.
He's like at the top of the list.
Yeah, so Guys like that who were
somewhat respectable in the league.
but
It's just now like, ugh, it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to watch.
yeah, pretty much. So, that's the list. Now
There's
updates.
definitely more, but we just can't. Name all
Updates
of
to
them.
the fraud watch list. I did say Russell Wilson, but you put him on a good. I mean, he could be in both.
Yeah.
He could be in both. You could be in both lists. So Russell Wilson's on the fraud watch list. I put the Ravens defense on the fraud watch list. They're still on the fraud watch list. I still need to see more from them. Who else? Who else is on the fraud watch list?
Trevor Lawrence still on. Is he back on the list? I think you got to after
I
them
think
past two.
yeah. Hey man, I don't care if it's the second year. I need to see more from him. Tua is still on the fraud watch list. Who else? I think that's the list so far. I can't really think of anybody else where I'm like, Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
He's on the fraud watch list.
Yeah.
He
He got that money. I don't know where he been at.
Matthew Stafford's on the fraud watch list.
Dan Campbell's on the fraud watch
Yeah,
list.
the entire
yeah.
defenses, pretty much. So yeah, that's the fraud watch
Aiden
list.
Hutchinson, I got my eye on you.
Yeah, it's his rookie year.
True.
Got
But he was the second
second pick. Yeah, but you gotta give him some leeway. Gotta give him some time.
I don't know. I seen the play. He was pass rush. He had the lineman beat, but then he spun the other way for no reason. I was like, what in the world is he doing?
Yeah, it's terrible out here.
They say he got 2 moves, and if it don't work, he's cooked.
Packers defense is on the fraud watch list.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Packers defense on Joe Barry. You're on the fraud watch list. So the entire defense on the fraud watch. Actually, no, Joe Barry's on the fraud. I'm not going to put the defense. That's Joe Barry. Joe Barry, you're on the fraud watch list until further notice. I want your resignation. But anywho, let's go. NBA is back next
Yay.
week. It's back to this toxic NBA discussions. You love to see it, right? You love to see it.
Yay, more media
Yeah.
agendas. Woohoo. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's
Only thing NBA regular season good for is gambling. And FanDuel is coming.
yeah.
Gambling addicts unite. It's like
NBA season. So let's give our predictions specifically. I would say let's not go too much into it. Like, this is going to be the teams that make the playoffs. Like, let's not do all that. Like, that's just too much. Let's give our contenders. Let's give who we think going to win MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. Who's going to win the championship? Let's just go that route, right? So my contenders. I will go Clippers. So let's do.
That's
I say for contenders, 3 teams from each conference.
Sure.
Is that fair?
Sure.
Okay. So Clippers. So Western Conference Clippers. I would say Warriors and Grizzlies.
You know, that was gonna be my top 3 too.
And you know why? The Suns, there's a lot of drama going around. Chris Paul's age. They haven't really improved that much. They re-signed DeAndre Ayton. They let go of JaVale McGee. I just don't like the direction they're going. It's a lot of
Is
just.
Jay Crowder even on the team?
Nah, he wants out as well.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of just missing part. It's just a lot of things going around. Robert Sarver situation. So yeah, those are my 3 contenders. The Nuggets might creep up though, but that's just my contenders right now.
Jamal Murray walked off the court with a limp.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh
yeah.
Lord, don't tell me he's a good dude already.
Yeah, so okay, so now my Eastern Conference, I'm gonna go with the obviously Bucks. Even though Ime Udoka, I still got the Celtics at 2. I don't care what anybody says. And 3, I'm gonna go with the Nets. Reluctantly, like I was thinking Sixers, but I can't trust James Harden. I'm sorry, I can't trust Doc Rivers. I'm gonna go with the Nets. So that's my 3. What about you?
I think we agree for the most part.
Okay, that's your 3.
Yeah, I was debating on putting the Nets there too or the Sixers, but I was like, I think the Nets, their ceiling is higher.
Yeah, I agree on that one. Even though the Sixers do have a nice squad,
Yeah, they do. But
am I going to bet against Doc? Am I going to bet with Doc Rivers and James Harden on the squad? I can't do it. So,
Yeah.
let's go to
Oh yeah, we do the MVP prediction.
before we do that,
Okay.
who's going to go to the finals?
I'm gonna say. Man, I want to say the Warriors, but I got to see how the chemistry plays out throughout the
Draymond.
season.
That was.
I don't want to say the Clippers because the Clippers always disappoints. Man, I don't want to say the Grizzlies either because I don't like the Grizzlies.
Just use your head, man. Just go with your head. Don't use your heart.
I'm gonna say, on the East, I think the Bucks are going back,
Okay.
and on the West, I'm gonna have to say. I'm gonna say.
Just go with the Warriors.
Yeah, why not? They're the Warriors.
Just go with the Warriors,
Yeah.
man. That's your
They're the
squad.
safest. They're the safest pick. I'm sorry.
Okay, so for me, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna go to Clippers.
He trying to set them up for so he could be like, I picked them for the finals and they didn't. I know what you're trying to do. Here.
No. I'm being objective because they have to win this. They have to do it this year. If they don't do it this year, they're never going to do it because
Everybody's healthy.
this is the best squad they've had, pretty much. Like, they have all the pieces. They have the head coach. Kawhi comes back. He looks like he's in phenomenal shape. There's no excuse.
John Wall still nice.
Yeah, there is no excuse why this team shouldn't make the finals. So I'm gonna go with the Clippers. For the East, man, the Celtics, they had Malcolm Brogdon, but they lost.
I gotta see how they coaching.
They lost Ime Udoka.
But to be fair, Ime wasn't really doing like many offensive sets or things like that. So we got to see how this.
But defensively, though,
Yeah.
that's what his calling card was. It was the defense because he got them boys like really buying in. I'm gonna go with the Bucks for the simple fact that Chris Middleton's he's gonna come back. I think the reason why they didn't make it is because Chris Middleton's healthy.
Obviously.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks. Giannis, he's gonna come back with a vengeance.
I'm still mad they got George Hill on the team, but
Yeah, he's a bum. He's a good dude. Yeah. So yeah, those are the two teams. Now let's go MVP. Who you got for MVP?
MVP. It's not going to be Jokic again. It's probably not going to be Giannis. I think a new guy gets MVP this year, and I think MVP will be Joel Embiid finally.
Joel Embiid. He gonna play enough games?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sold. I don't think he's gonna play 60. But
I don't see why not.
my MVP,
I don't think it's going to be anyone from the Clippers.
the way that they have it set up, you don't have to have a top 3 seed to have the MVP. Just look at Jokic. So I'm gonna go with Luka.
Oh, I forgot about
I'm gonna go with Luka, even though that's been the sort of consensus pick every year. But I just think that Luka, the Dallas Mavericks,
I think they're going to be better than what people think they are.
Yeah, the offense is going to be dynamic. He doesn't have a whole lot. They lost Jalen Brunson. They did bring in Christian Woods.
And they got JaVale
McGee. So I think that he's going to do just enough where people are going to look at him like, okay, he's clearly the MVP. Like, let's give him the award now. He's been in the running the past few years. It's about time again. Where were we? Talking about the MVP. I had Luka, and you had Joel Embiid. So, Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year. Who would be Defensive Player of the Year? I have some names. Anthony Davis normally, but he's not gonna. He's gonna be hurt for most of the year. Giannis, he's always gonna be in the discussion. Rudy Gobert. Ben Simmons. I'm gonna go with the safe pick. I'm gonna go Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons a safe pick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ben Simmons because I think that again, when he's healthy, he's one of the best defenders in the league, most versatile defenders in the league. I think Rudy Gobert going to a new team, I think that might affect him a little bit. Anthony Davis, he's not gonna be healthy. He's not gonna play back to backs.
Who won Defensive Player of the Year last year?
It was
Marcus Smart.
Marcus
Yeah.
Smart. So I think that it's gonna go back to a big man or a wing. So I believe it's gonna be Ben Simmons this year. I just think that his impact to the Nets is gonna be felt. I believe like he'll bring a defensive minded element to it. I got Ben Simmons. What you got?
I got, man. If this person makes another leap, I think he can win it, and it's Jaren Jackson Jr.
That's a great pick.
Either him or Bam. That's what something's telling me to pick between one of them. I'm gonna go Jaren Jackson. I think Memphis gets better, so I'm gonna go Jaren Jackson Jr.
That's a great pick. Jaren Jackson, he was in the discussion last year. He was one of the best defenders, so I like that pick. So yeah, I'm not mad about it. I think that'll do it for the NBA predictions. We'll react to the games next week, Wednesday.
At least the important ones.
Yeah, because the primetime games, Tuesday is going to be, I think, Lakers versus the Warriors, and I think it might be the Celtics versus, is it the Bucks or the Nets? Some team, I forgot what it was, but yeah, we'll react to those games. So don't worry, we're gonna get to NBA more often. Let's go to the next thing. Let's see. I think it's the Draymond Jordan Poole situation. How did you feel about? Because it happened the day after we recorded.
Yeah.
So we weren't able to react to it initially, but now we're reacting to it now. When you saw the video, how did you feel?
I was like, what the heck? Yo, I was very shocked. Because he swung on dude like he was like some random dude on the street or something. I'm like, dang, we swinging on teammates like that? And then people was in the Twitter talking about this happens, although this does not happen all the time. What? I've never seen no locker room fight or no teammates fight like that before.
Yeah, it's more so like pushing and shoving.
And if they are coming to blows, it ain't like that.
Yeah. And then like Jordan Poole didn't swing on, like he pushed him because he was literally in his face. Like, what is he? Now Jordan Poole, he should have known. Now, granted, he probably didn't expect for Draymond to swing.
Because Draymond likes to talk trash.
He's an instigator, not an enforcer. Like, let's get that out the way. Like, he's an instigator. There's a difference between an instigator than an enforcer. Like, Charles Oakley, he was an enforcer. You don't want to mess with Charles Oakley. Dennis Rodman was an instigator. He wasn't. Now he'll fight you.
KG was an instigator.
KG is he's an instigator as well. So there's a difference between an enforcer and Ben Wallace, enforcer. So I'm not
Ron
gonna
Artest, enforcer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna the thing with it's crazy like how one incident could just shape people's perception of somebody. Like people before the situation, they're like, "Oh yeah, Draymond, he's the heart and soul of the team. Like he's so valuable." And so now, well, look at his history. Like off the court, on the court, he's emotionally out of control and stuff. It's just amazing to me how like one situation, one incident can just change.
I mean, he is though. He almost cost his team a couple finals games.
He cost the team the championship in 2016, being suspended.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting how the relationship with him, Draymond Green, and the organization goes from here because he has a player option after the season. Will he take the player option and remain with the Warriors? Or
He's trying to go play with LeBron.
It's amazing how in the press conference he found a way to mention LeBron. We get it. You like LeBron. You're a part of Rich Paul, Clutch Sports. We get it, but
I've never seen an athlete
it's
just
funny.
Constantly on his knees for another athlete in the same sport in my entire life.
LeBron figured out something. You know what? Instead of just fighting these guys that I don't like, I'm going to make them my biggest fans. Like, seriously. Draymond Green, Rajon Rondo. I forgot. There was somebody else that I'm missing. There's some other people that I'm missing. But these certain guys that they were originally, like, rival. Like, they didn't like LeBron. Like, him and LeBron bumped heads. But then immediately for some reason LeBron was able to like become friends with them, and now they're just on his dick. Like seriously, like that's what we came to. And LeBron, he's a genius. He really is, because I've never seen this before. I've never seen just players go from rivals to now idolizing this man. Like it's disgusting.
I think I sent you the video where he was like, he did his podcast and he was like, we're on the 18th episode. He said, yes, we have made it to we have the same amount of episodes as LeBron has all-star appearances. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
Who's the bigger dick rider? Iguodala for Curry or Draymond for LeBron?
I said, at least Iggy and Curry is teammates and they won rings together.
This man called LeBron the B word. Now he on his dick. Like, what are we doing here? This is all time insanity at its best. Like, it's crazy. But Jordan Poole, like I said this in the group chat maybe, but I don't know. He might need to demand a trade or something. Because then again, it wasn't his fault. So why would he demand a trade? But it's just.
I
think the organization's on his side, though. The organization's on his side, and they were going to pay him.
Yeah, I think he was gonna pay him anyway. You gotta go on the upside.
Mm-hmm. Draymond.
I think Draymond knew he was on his way out the door and got offended or something. I don't know.
He said that it was some off the court stuff that he was dealing with. Maybe it was his marriage or whatever. I can't say, but just I get Jordan Poole. He's a bit, but you were on your podcast saying you like that about him. You like that he talks a lot.
Yep.
But then you're going to swing at him with just reckless abandon. Like, you were trying to hurt that man. Like, that was a swing that you be seeing on World Star with all these fights with people getting knocked out. Now, Stephen A. said he got knocked out. I'm looking at the video. It looked like he got up.
I thought he just got pushed down.
Now, maybe somebody held him up. Maybe they held him up, and that's why it looked like he got up. But watching the video, it looked like he got up after the swing. But if he was knocked out, yeah, that relationship is done. It's strained, because you knock me out.
Poole, you a better man than me.
You knock me out.
It would have been Gilbert Arenas 2%.
You knocking me out, and it's on video, and it's on the internet. Nah, man, we can't be cool, bro. I'm sorry. There's no way. And then he held. I think after he knocked him out, he may have held him or something. I don't know what transpired afterwards. I couldn't really see, but he just Draymond, like, he's a bully, man. Let's be for real. Draymond Green is a bully, and you know what bullies do? They pick on the guys that they think they can get away with. That's what bullies do. And Draymond Green, he's a bully, because he wouldn't do that against David West. He wouldn't do that against tough guys. Like, remember what happened with Tristan Thompson?
Word on the street is, yep, they said Draymond, you got all this smoke for Jordan Poole. Yeah, when Tristan smacked you up inside the club, it was nothing.
So
in front of LeBron too.
Draymond Green is a bully, man. That's just who he is. He has oh, Aaron, you're being crazy. No, that's what bullies do. They pick on the weakest link. Well, the people that they think it won't do nothing to them. And he thought that Jordan Poole, he called him a bitch 3 times, I believe it was. He called LeBron a bitch, but he ain't fight LeBron though. But he called LeBron a bitch. You know, he does all these things because he knows that he'll get away with it. So yeah, I don't respect what Draymond did, and all these people said, but Jordan Poole pushed him.
I'm like, are you dumb? Are you just gonna let someone just get in your face like that?
Especially,
that's how you know they grew up and have no type of static or no fights ever in their life. And you let somebody, as a man, let somebody just be yelling, "Boy, you even get on my face."
And I bet you Draymond Green's breath probably stank too. Like, come on now, you gonna let somebody, like, he looks like a guy that has bad breath.
Bro, someone's tweeted. They said the Draymond breath and punch combo could be used in wars.
So yeah, man, like, you gonna have a guy with bad breath get in your face, you damn well gonna push him. Now Jordan Poole should have had his hands up. That just tells you he ain't been in no fights. But yeah, man.
Or he ain't expect Draymond to wild out.
Yeah, because Draymond is an instigator. He's not an enforcer, man. I keep saying it. But anyway, Let's shame on Draymond. Let's get to the final topic, and that's Russell Westbrook coming off the bench. It was announced today that tonight's final preseason game, he's gonna come off the bench. Now I'm gonna be tuning in. I want to know. Because I'm not a preseason guy, NBA preseason guy. I'm a football guy though, but preseason don't really care. This game in particular, hey man, Russell Westbrook, he can revitalize his career. If he plays well, if he buys in, you never know. This might be a good formula, but if he doesn't play well,
this may be the last ditch effort before they say, all right, we got to ship you off. Here's the 2 first-round picks, Indiana.
We got to bend the knee.
Yeah,
bend the knee. Game of Thrones to Indiana. But yeah, it's interesting because Anthony Davis.
Data Davis.
He's out again, back sores.
Yep, he didn't even make the flight.
It's unbelievable with this guy, you know. He's not playing back-to-backs. He's not. We're going to have to put him on the Kawhi plan because he's just so brittle. I just can't wait to watch. How do you feel about the Lakers saying, yo, Russ, come off the bench this game?
That's what he should have been doing. I don't understand.
Do you feel like it's a good idea? You feel like it's a recipe for success?
I think it'll be a good idea because I think he could run the second unit better since it's not like you don't have a ball dominant player like LeBron, who he likes to facilitate too. So I think it'd be better for us to run with the second unit, get those guys into their spots or whatever and try to make some plays there.
I think that what the Lakers, because I like the idea because for me, LeBron needs to have the ball in his hands, right? And LeBron, he starts the game, he'll have the ball in his hands, and then Russell Westbrook comes in and he has the ball in his hands. It'll be like a change of pace, right? And that's what you want. You want, starters.
But LeBron is almost 40.
Yeah, but at the same, I don't care what anybody, he's still one of the best point guards in the league, right? When he's a point guard, he's one of the best. And I'm not saying that he should have the ball always in his hands. You can still run the offense with LeBron off ball. But what I'm saying is that for the most part, I want LeBron to be the guy that runs the offense and not Russell Westbrook because it just doesn't work. Both of them on the same court. I want Russell Westbrook to come in with the second unit and be like a change of pace, right? It's a different sort of style than the starters coming in. So I like the idea. Darvin Ham. Hey, you said Russell Westbrook might come off the bench, do it all. I like it. Because Frank Vogel, he was too scared to do it. So if he can get Russ to buy into that role, Darvin Ham, you're applause to you, sir. But is there anything else you want to discuss before we get out of here?
I do want to bring up a player on the Washington Wizards. Bradley Beal. Why are you always getting COVID? Like, I don't understand. Like, what is this dude doing?
He looking rails and stuff.
I don't know what this dude is doing. He got to get all this money and this man get come on, son.
Yeah, man. It's bad out here.
I don't understand what dude is doing.
Did he get the shot or no?
I don't even know. It's people who haven't even taken it, and even Kyrie ain't been there on the protocol.
Jaylen Brown also.
Exactly. Like, what is this dude doing?
Just
this
vibing.
Man goes into every room and just like, what are you doing?
Got that contract and started wilding out. Like, F it, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a bad team. I can do whatever I want.
You supposed to be you supposed to be a family man. What are you doing out here catching the viddy?
He don't care. That money changes a guy. Changes. He makes you do a lot of wild things that you wouldn't do before.
The Wizards should tank for Wembanyama, but they not because they're stubborn.
Oh my God, they need to. He would be a draw. Oh my God, imagine Wembanyama on the Wizards. A generational.
I'd be at the games every week. You kidding me?
Dude, it'll be. I don't know if it'd be sold out, but it'll be a bunch of people going on.
Tickets prices would definitely go up.
Yes, the stock price for the Wizards definitely would go up. So, man, I want the Wizards to tank for Victor Wembanyama.
They're not because they're stubborn and they don't believe in tanking.
But Scoot Henderson is a nice consolation prize as well. He's legit. So
someone said they think that the top the teams with the top odds aren't getting the number 1 pick this year.
Like with the
It's probably gonna be some obscure team like Sacramento
with
or
the Pelicans.
something.
Remember the year where the Pelicans got the number 1 pick? They didn't have the best
Yeah.
odds. That was a crazy. The Lakers had like 13th best, and they got the 4th pick.
I knew there was some funny business going on right there. I was like, yeah, okay.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right. So when Victor Wembanyama, when whoever gets the pick, we gonna have to see. This might be some funny business going on. But yeah.
People say the Spurs, but I don't know.
It'd be interesting to see. It'd be really interesting. But yeah. Is that all, or
Yes.
we're good? Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, check out our Instagram, our Twitter accounts. We post content there as well. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
My life in these sentences, fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I used to give a fuck about my luck when I was innocent. Now what the fuck is up? I'm at your neck like a penalty, nigga. I need that, bitch. I need that. 24 acres in the music.